inner voice is developed long before we ever talk to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It is fed to us from our parents,
Mhm.
especially our mothers.
Yes.
If our mothers talk negatively about their
Yes,
bodies,
yes.
looks, or clothes, children tend to personalize this.
That's right. That's right.
Before long, children develop an inner voice similar to their mother's
That's right.
outer
That's right.
voice.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
The effects are especially dramatic. For girls.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so basically what it's saying is what we're trying to get you to the point to let you understand, men, and how you, as to bring your girls up, you have to teach them how to receive certain compliments. But if you don't know how to give a compliment, you can't teach your daughter. So that's why these broadcasts are so very important, that we teach it on relationships, so you'll know how to train your child. Because it's going to be very important, because you're going to get mad she come home pregnant. Well, why did she come home pregnant? Did you really teach her and love her and cherish her, like Brother Dwight said? Or you always telling, well, you can't do this. Teach her, take her out to a meal, dress up just you and her, a father and daughter date, so she'll understand the principles on how a man should treat a woman. So when she gets involved with a guy or likes a guy, and if he don't do certain things according to how you are taught and trained her, he ain't getting nowhere. And that way you'll be very, very proud of her, because you have taught her well, and she'll know how to accept those. So she'll know when compliments are good, when they're good compliments, and when they're bad compliments. She'll know that. So if you train her, she won't bring home a baby at 15 or 16, because you loved her and you cherished her and you showed her how to accept compliments as a young lady.
That's right.
Praise be to God. All right, let's go on. I'm gonna run through the don'ts real quick, and then we're gonna get down to how to compliment a woman without objectifying her. Don'ts. Don't overlook the need to compliment yourself openly. Women, all right, when you have achieved something, be sure to tell yourself that you did a good job. Women, don't, I know sometimes you get down because you're going through all these things that's going through. Always try to compliment yourself. I did a good job. I'm going to take myself out to dinner tonight, all right? I'm going to buy me a new pair of shoes. I'm going to buy me a dress, because I did a good job. And it's good to do that, women. If the man around you don't appreciate you, you appreciate yourself.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Good God from Zion. Don't forget to say thank you when someone compliments you, women. All right. Now, I understand women. If they coming out of the side of their mouth, don't say nothing to them. Keep on strolling. But if somebody gives you a genuine compliment, give them a compliment to say thank you so very much. I appreciate it. And keep on strolling. All right. That's how you do. Don't get stuck up, because I know sometimes women can get to a point where they won't say nothing, and then the guy feed back to them and say, well, you think you better than somebody. It depends on how you come off, men, all right, for the woman to receive it. But women, if it's a genuine compliment, say thank you, I appreciate it, and move on.
That's right.
All right? And then thirdly, do not underestimate the importance of complimenting others. Women, if somebody gives you a compliment, be nice and be kind and compliment somebody else. A man, if you see a nice gentleman that has a nice suit that works with you, and you don't really have to be coming on to him, but if you appreciate how he looks, well, say, Tom, I really like that suit you had on. That's very nice and very becoming. Your girlfriend probably liked you in that suit. You should wear more for her. Things are like that. You see what I'm saying? Well, maybe motivate that man from coming out or being so depressed or whatever. Maybe a kind word from a coworker will lift him up. Maybe he's going through a bad relationship. And maybe he needs that compliment to help him to move on. All right? Sometimes you do it. So don't be afraid, women, to give out a compliment if you're receiving them in return as well. All right? All right, Brother Dwight, let's get down onto how to compliment a woman without objectifying her.
Example. Boys see girls.
Mm-hmm.
Boy finds girls attractive.
Yeah.
Boy approaches girl and attempts to get into her pants by telling her how sexy she looks in her lime green halty top and skinny jeans.
Yes.
And how if she sleeps with him, he'll treat her to a breakfast in the bed consisting of homemade eggs, Benedict with a side of Cajun sausage and juice made from freshly squeezed orange.
Okay.
Girls find boys creepy.
Yeah.
Girl find boys creepy and tells him to get lost. The boy feeling rejected and hurt and becomes angry and lashes out at the girl, calling her a bee and a stupid slut.
All right.
The scenario described is a common one. It says a man while out in the bar. Okay, we're gonna.
We can just elaborate on what that, you know, because what, so you tell me, and I know we've all, now I haven't really got into that like that, I haven't, I did that personally myself, but we know men that do that.
He approached her wrong.
He approached her wrong.
And she approached him back the way he approached her.
Exactly, and he didn't like it.
I mean, it goes like this. Guy was dealing with me a couple of weeks. Well, it was this week. Well, I say a couple of days ago. And the words that came to my spirit was that you get out where you invest in.
That's right.
And
That's
the thing
right.
is, if you come off on me with ignorancy, I'm gonna respond back to you ignorant.
In the same way. That's right.
And if you invest in me with intelligence, I will respond back to you intelligent.
Absolutely right.
You sow what you reap.
You sow what you reap what you sow.
And
that's
this is what the boys.
That's
typically,
right.
during speaking, this is what guys do. They will approach the girl like she's some type of object.
Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
You give me this, I'll do this for you.
That's right. And 9 times 10, they ain't gonna even do that.
They ain't gonna do it.
No, they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. They just gonna sell out. So let's get down to it. And let's get down to this then. What we talking about. We got to look at the intent, all right? We got to look at the intent. It's the intent behind the compliment that becomes the problem, what Brother Rice said. It's the intent. The intent usually for a boy is to get into the girl's pants and to have sex. That's his intent.
He gave her a compliment. You should already know. So we're talking about looks.
Yes.
The woman already know that she look good. Okay, you compliment her, but your intent behind it is really not sincere.
It's not sincere.
It's because you want to get in her pants.
That's right.
But you really don't want to build a relationship.
You don't want to build a relationship. You don't want to. You don't give her a commitment. You don't want that. So that's where the problem begins. And then women see through that. That game, which they call it the game.
That's right.
And she sees through that because your intent is already wrong. Same thing in prayer. You know, Jesus said you ask, but you ask in a miss.
That's right.
Because you're not.
What you ask.
That's right. Or you know not what you ask because you're asking for things not with your heart because this is something that's satisfying your physical flesh.
That's right.
That's what it is. So same thing with you men. If you're asking or in intent of just having sex with her, then don't get offended when she comes back with you in the wrong way. All right? Don't get offended. Don't get mad. Don't get angry. Don't call her a B. Don't call her a slut. Don't do that because you were the person that was wrong in the first place by stepping out of your character and trying to subject her as being an object or a piece of meat to get her in the bed.
That's right.
All right? So don't feel bad about that. So what
open us up. We're a mess.
What?
We're a
mess. We are. We are. So that goes back to what we're talking about. Again, we talked about this in a couple of broadcasts. We're going to run through these real quickly. Sexual entitlement is wrong. You as a man and men feel, we feel that we are entitled to get that booty.
That's right.
Come on, I'm going to be real now. We as men, we feel we entitled to get that booty and we want it. You know, I was watching. It ain't funny though. It ain't funny. I was watching the prison lockup, and there was this guy in somewhere in it could have been Louisiana, and when he was younger, they used to call him the booty man.
Okay.
He said when he get locked up, he said if he wanted it, he gonna get it.
Okay.
And he told Sherman, you go on YouTube. You go on YouTube and you see him calling the booty man from jail. I think he's still locked up. I think he's doing a life term. But he said when he was younger, and a young boy came into the prison, and he said if he liked it, he said he was gonna get it. He told the boy. He told him straight up. He said we can either do this the easy way
or the hard way.
Or the hard way.
That's right.
He said you'll
that's typically how it's done.
And
where how it starts off.
Yeah. And he said 9 times out of 10 they gave in. So same thing with us as men and women. All right? You want something, but you want it the wrong way. You want the booty, but see, you don't want no commitment. You see, and that's why we have so many problems in our relationships nowadays, is because you always want something to satisfy your physical flesh, but you're not willing to give a commitment. Then you get mad because a woman won't talk to you because you came out on the wrong side of your mouth and said something to her offensively, and then she took offense and said something back to you, then you want to call her a B.
That's right.
You're wrong, man. You're wrong.
That's right.
All right, let's go through these things here on what we should expect as men and women when we go into these conversations about compliments. Let's run through these, brother Dwight, real quick.
Check your expectations.
All right. Very good.
If you think a woman's hot, great, go ahead and tell her.
All right.
Just don't expect it to lead anywhere else.
That's right. That's right. Plain and simple. If you expecting something from her. If she look good, compliment her. Don't expect nothing else. Because 9 times out of 10, if the woman really finds you attractive, she may say something to you anyway. All right? Or if she wants to be involved, or she may give you a signal. Women are very good about sending signals to a man. If she may say something, she may brush up against you. Women have a way of doing certain things. And if you don't key into these things, you're not going to know. But she don't want you to come off on her that way, because all men are doing that to all women.
That's right.
All men. We look at them, we stare at them. They know what's going on. Okay? So don't come off on it. So don't expect nothing else out of her if that's all you're looking for.
That's
all right? All right, Brother Dwight.
Have a conversation.
Yes.
Or several with her first.
That's right. That's plain and simple. Yeah. Try to have an intelligent conversation with her. I don't think many of us know how to do that, though.
No. You already know you're attracted to her, but you're going to have to at least let it be noticeable at that point. So just have a conversation.
That's right. That's right.
You can evaluate, see where she at.
That's right.
So she can see where you at.
That's right. Well, you say, if you're working with a woman, how long have you been here? You may be new to the job, or the man may have been in the job, and the woman comes in, and you could be maybe your boss asked you to help the lady with a project, whatever, and the conversation may come up and say, well, what did you do before? What would you do? She may say, well, I did this type of work, this type of work. He said, where did you go to school at? You like doing this type of work? What did you go? You went to school for it? That's how you start an intelligent conversation. Where did you come from? Are you originally from here, or you come from the north or the south? How do you like it? And that's how you start a conversation. That way, the woman knows that you're more interested in who she is as a woman than as a sex object.
That's right, and you get to know her.
You get to know her. That's right. And that's how you start. Well, okay, I hope to see you. If you need any help or anything, give me a call. I'm right over here or whatever. I'm here to assist you. Go about your business. And the next thing you say, good morning, Mary, or whatever her name is. How you doing? Hope you had a great day. Hope you had a good evening. Keep on strolling. That's keeping the conversation casual, but also you letting the woman know that you recognize her.
That's right.
That's all. And you ain't shooting out no sexual overtones, but you're showing an interest. You want to say, wow, okay, nice looking guy. Okay. She may not think no more about it, but the more you show interest, and you may be, and I'm going to say this last example, and you may have been having a rough day, ladies, at work, and this guy that you had met at the job, y'all just friends, he just talk, y'all just talking back and forth, and you haven't been able to get up to lunch, and the guy's going on, and he said, he comes back from lunch. He said, I noticed that you was eating that type of sandwich a couple of days ago, and I know you've been busy all day. I went down to the store and bought you something for your lunch. I know you haven't got it. That speaks volumes, y'all. Because now you know that the woman has been busy, and you went out of your way because you was noticing, and you took inventory of what was going on. You see that she wasn't able to get out, and you brought something back to her to let her know that you appreciate her and that you didn't want her to go hungry. And that, boy, I'm going to tell you, that will win you brownie points.
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
What's next one, brother?
Compliment her on something other than her appearance.
We already did that. We basically already did that.
Yeah.
All right.
Avoid sexual charged compliments.
We just covered that just now. All right, stay away from that. Try to conversate on something other than appearance. All right. What's next one, brother?
Be sincere.
Be sincere. We talking about that.
Yeah.
Be sincere. Be truthful. Come from your heart. All right.
Then we cover this one too.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna say this. Men, remember when women like being complimented, but they also treasure their personal space. We talked about this last week about giving her space. Don't be crowding her. All right. Don't be overzealous. Don't give her some time so she can come home and relax and do the things she want to do. And if she gonna call you, she'll call you. All right, you ain't always got texting 24/7. You ain't got to blow a phone up. All right, keep it honest and respectful, and women will be more likely to appreciate your efforts. There it is, right there. All right, compliment women. Don't criticize them. All right, we talked about this a little bit. What's number one?
Give the right compliment.
Give the right one.
In a good scenario, what's wrong was with the guy. He came off on by the appearance.
Yes.
Behind his message wasn't right.
It was the wrong compliment because his intent was wrong, and she picked up on the intent. She knew what was going on, so that's why she blew him off. and told him whatever, and then he came back because he's mad and angry because his pride is hurt.
That's right.
And now all his guys and over there laughing at him.
Got this.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Now we don't want to go like that, so now we got to say a B word or curse her out because she did that. Well, you the one that started it. All right. So plain simple. Okay. A compliment given to a woman the wrong way will be taken as an insult.
That was a prime example.
Yeah, prime example, brother Dwight. Prime example. All right. Now, let's go down to the 3 things a man should never criticize a woman about.
Her looks.
Oh, my God.
Her weight.
Oh.
Her emotional makeup.
Good God from Zion. Those are dynamite.
Yeah.
Those are dynamite. You tell a woman that she looks terrible, or, brother, you got a fight on your hand. She going to curse you out. You best believe it. So, when it comes to that, I ain't going to say really in God's eyesight, all women are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? They all of them have different makeups. You got some small women, you got skinny, you got some overweight women. That's all right, but they all beautiful in God's eyesight. But when you start criticizing them on these 3 things, you are in for a serious fight, and you will never ever win that.
Or get ready to get cut.
You
get cut off. I mean,
you're looking for a very bad hard time. It's not gonna be good for you. All right. Okay. Number 2, looking good. Always compliment. Women will interpret some questions as criticism. Now, that's what we just talked about. Women, when you say negative things, you talk about their looks, their weight, or their emotional makeup, they're too emotional, they don't think that as an insult, or you criticizing them. Women don't like criticism. They hate that because that's something that's touching their emotional well-being. And when you're touching that's
their identity.
That's their identity. That's their identity as well. Run through these prime examples right there, Brother Dwight.
Women will interpret some questions as criticism. Is that your real hair?
Oh my God. Weave? You got to weave?
Or those your real eyes?
They're talking about what they talking about? Those contacts.
Are those your real nails? Are those your natural breasts? Basically, you asking the question because you're trying to call it fake.
Yeah. See? You see? That's the criticism. That's the criticism right there. So when you say that men to these women like that, you will never get a chance at her. What that one word about her physical makeup and how she looks, once you do that, you done. It's a done deal. So you better learn how to talk and how to compliment that woman the right way, or you will never get another chance.
Or wait to a certain time when you all have a strong foundation and maneuver. Say, I think and suggest that.
That's right. You better be very careful. You better be very careful, brother. That's right. Woo!
Suggesting that's
good God, brother. That's right. All right. The reason of a woman's brain that does the emotional process is larger than the same region of a man's brain. Telling a woman that she is too emotional has no redeeming value for a man. See, that's when we get in trouble again, men. You can't think faster than a woman. She's always gonna be ahead of you. So when before you need to think before you speak, because she's already processing what you're trying to say to her. If she never met you and you come up to her, she's already processing what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to admire her from afar, but always think before you speak. All right? Very, very important. All right? All right, brother White, let's run through this, how to compliment a woman, and then we're going to be just about finished.
There's only one way to offer a genuine compliment, and it makes us powerful beyond measure.
That's right.
There's only one right way to compliment a woman. Freely.
Yes.
With no expectation.
Yes.
That she'll give us anything in return for it.
That's right.
There's only one place a genuine compliment arises from. Genuine appreciation for whatever gift she's given to the world in this moment.
Yes.
Whether that gift be her random femininity, her intelligence, her presence, her physical beauty, her smile, her cleverness, her strength, her love. Whatever she is offering the world in this moment, a compliment is well suited to tell a woman that her presence is genuinely cherished.
There's your C word, cherish. Did you see the things that you should? Men, you better listen to this very carefully. Whether the gifts that this woman offers in her being as being a woman and being feminine is her intelligence, you should key in on that. What kind of school she went to? She got a 4-year degree. God, girl, you're really smart. You know, you're on the ball. Say something that makes her feel good about her achievement. Just like we as men need to hear that. All right. Her presence. Man, girl, when you walk in a room, the whole room light up.
That's right. Yeah.
Something that make her know that you know this.
Yeah.
A woman knows that.
Yeah.
All right? All right? Her physical beauty, that's self-explanatory. All right? But do it in a decent manner. All right? Don't do it to